Welcome to the latest Nebraska Ed Chat. If you look behind my head, you can see I've actually decorated the studios for the first time in 2 years. Very happy to be here and joined by Brandon Mowinkel. Brandon, why don't you introduce yourself to our handful of watchers and tell us a little bit about your topic for October 1st.
Yeah, my name is Brandon Mowinkel, and I'm the junior-senior high principal at Milford Junior-Senior High School, coincidentally enough. It's amazing how that works. I'm in my 7th year of administration and 3rd year as principal here at Milford. Topic this week is beards, and in honor of Josh Allen, I haven't shaved since Friday, but I have a little catch-up to do.
Almost looks like a shadow.
No. Topic this week is parent-teacher conferences. A lot of people are either just coming off of parent-teacher conferences, or we'll have them coming up shortly, or as in our case, in a month yet. We have a month yet till ours. So I think there's different approaches to parent-teacher conferences, and I think with the advent of technology and parents having access to grades at all times, I think parent-teacher conferences have taken a little different approach than what they did 15, 20 years ago. And I think it's important that we have conversations about parent-teacher conferences so we're best meeting the needs of our students and parents when we do host them, and that they are worthwhile for everybody involved, including the teachers who sometimes feel as if we only see the parents that we don't need to see, and the student or the parents of the students that we do need to see don't show up. And so that's the direction of this week's NebEd Chat, and I also think it's important, and hopefully we get some first year or early year teachers involved too, because I do think that many times parent-teacher conferences aren't necessarily talked about, or really time is spent during methods or even during student teaching to explain how a proper student or proper parent-teacher conferences should go.
It's an interesting thing you brought up about the technology piece, and having kids in school myself, looking at we have conferences, parent-teacher conferences next week, and I was looking at the sheet and looking at the times to sign up, and I'm thinking, well, why am I going? What's the purpose of me going? So, talk a little bit about that. With the technology piece, how do you see parent-teacher conferences changing, and what questions, I guess, do you see coming up or being shared on Wednesday night, in regards to the change in conferences?
Yeah, I think the time we live in, it's pretty easy to contact parents, yet we don't always do it. And so as that accessibility that we have to parents, and more importantly parents have to us, I think it's important that we are communicating with parents more freely than just once a semester. And as we progress, there's going to be new technologies, and there's going to be better ways to communicate with parents. And so what is the role of parent-teacher conferences then? Just as you said, I can go online right now and check my 7th grade daughter's assignments and grades, and I would know pretty quickly whether she's doing well or not doing well. And I think part of that responsibility lies back on the teacher then, as to are they updating grades in a timely manner? Are they communicating with parents? How are they communicating with parents? In those kind of conversations. So, which leads to then, what do we do at parent-teacher conferences when we have those parents sitting in front of us? And hopefully it's some examples of work, or questions of if your child is getting it, and understand what are we doing to challenge them, or what are we doing to improve upon what they know already. Maybe some differentiation or some special projects, not necessarily to replace what we're doing, but just to challenge their thinking a little bit more. And so I think those are all questions that we need to discuss as an educational community, as to what is the purpose of parent-teacher conferences. Are they still valuable, which I believe they are, even if you are seeing those parents that you don't necessarily need to see because their kids are doing great. What are those next level things that you are going to do for their student?
Absolutely. Well, Brandon, I appreciate your time. Again, this is for Nebraska Ed Chat on October 1st, Wednesday night. 8 p.m. Central Time. You can find it on Twitter. Use the hashtag NEBEdChat. Any last words before I let you go for the afternoon?
Just encourage you to show up Wednesday night at 8 o'clock, and also maybe encourage some early year teachers, or if you have a student teacher in your building, encourage them to join along or at least lurk in the background.
I think it's a very timely topic, as you mentioned, and like you said, it's a great way for especially those newer teachers to get some ideas of how other people are doing it, because it's not a very well thought out plan in the undergrad. So, all right, we'll see everyone Wednesday night at 8 o'clock.
Thank you.